Hello, I'm the NerdySteve and welcome to my channel. Today I will be reviewing Conclave in one take. So, let's go. The Pope is dead, and in the aftermath, someone must be voted to take over the papacy, and we become privy to this intimate and potentially scandalous affair. Conclave sheds an illuminating light into these inner machinations and reveals a world of rituals and rites. Conclave follows Lawrence, played by Ralph Fiennes, as he orchestrates the voting process for the next pope. Of course, he has his own motives, and most of the movie shows him canvassing and corralling votes to elect a more liberal cardinal to fill this void. I very much enjoyed Conclave's first half. We become privy to this very intimate and complicated society. The different possible papabili, people who are being nominated for pope, are presented to us as this tenuous election process unfolds. Who is voting for whom, and why? If you thought Mean Girls had backstabbing, they have nothing on these cardinals. However, this treacherous referendum loses its intrigue halfway through as each reveal and revelation resolves itself relatively neatly. The narrative threads that were sewed don't end up tying into a larger, more fulfilling conclusion, and is unsatisfactory because of it. Conclave sets itself up to have these huge, exciting conflicts and comes very short of it really having any. 12 Angry Men takes place in a juror's room as the group decides the fate of a defendant. Throughout the film, people change their views and relationships, as well as their guilty or not guilty votes. There is drama and fighting and arguing about very polarizing topics. You don't know who will turn next and what connection the jurors will make. Conclave is such a slow movie, and I don't mean that in a bad way. That it was disappointing it didn't spend adequate time making each decision feel important and distinct. In 12 Angry Men, there is a momentum to the shifting views that is not in Conclave. The problems and obstacles presented here are solved so seamlessly. The revelations were rarely revelatory. And it's more disappointing because the movie is so great on so many levels. The performances here are meticulous and profound, and I would not be surprised if we get at least 3 nominations and a win at the Oscars. There is so much subtext within this movie. What the actors are saying is often at odds with their posture and tone. There is a lot to dissect, and it's fun doing so. It is also a beautiful film. There is a fascinating framing and tracking of different shots that give this cathedral a life of its own. You're truly thrown in and sometimes overwhelmed with the quiet serenity of it all. There's a montage that shows a quick flash of a priest holding a cell phone and then a bunch of cigarette butts, and those images don't have anything to do with the story, but helps welcome you into this ornate powder keg. This is why the second half of the film is disappointing. All these intricate narrative, well-acted webs ultimately come to an anticlimactic conclusion. I wanted more yelling, or more fighting, or more opposition, but everything kind of falls into place. Lawrence, our main character, is less of a protagonist and more of a voyeur, and while he is not totally passive, it feels mundane. When he is in charge of dismissing someone from contention, I wanted there to be more pushback, but it seems like every conflict resolved without any consequences. Finally, I think Conclave touches on topics of sexism and faith that it never truly delves into, and it's a lesser movie because of it. There are tidbits of conversations that engage with these important topics, but the movie doesn't weirdly have time to create a more interesting dialogue with them. And with its final reveal, Conclave really should have given more time to these topics. Overall, I liked this movie. If you're into very slow and well-acted dramas, this will satisfy you. However, for me, its climax left me underwhelmed, and I'd rather watch 12 Angry Men again. And you should watch it too if you haven't already. I'm the Nerdy Steve, and thank you so much for watching. And as always, like and subscribe and comment below to tell me how right or wrong you think I am. Have a wonderful morning, evening, or afternoon, wherever you are. Bye.